Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today I'm working on a car that I didn't think I'd be working on, and that's the RX7. If you need a quick recap on this is an RX7 FD, and my friend Enzo bought it, and wasn't disclosed that there was any kind of crash damage, and unfortunately there is a lot. In the last video, when we took out the battery tray and everything, it was very clear that this frame rail, you can see it on camera here, is tweaked this way compared to the other one, which is nice and straight down there. You can really see from this angle just how far twisted over. And the top, it's also kind of twisted out like this. And you can also get a really good look at the radiator. The whole radiator, like, see these straight lines here? The core is kind of on an angle because the whole thing's been pushed in this top corner and twisted. And that's why it's been leaking and pouring out coolant. But we do have a bunch of parts that we got from Up Garage that we're going to be putting on this today. But before we can go and put another radiator in, we need to do something about this big bend here. We need to try and pull that out somehow, even just a little bit, so we can get the radiator to sit in there enough so that this thing can be transported and moved around without any coolant leaking out. So it's official then. For the first time, I'm about to work on a rotary on this channel. This probably isn't gonna end good. And when I mean not gonna end good, that's what my wallet is thinking, and actually May would be very happy if I spent money on a rotary. That aside, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna start working on this, and I'm gonna want a rotary, already more than I do, and I'm gonna start thinking about taking compromises and getting something probably like this. Ugh. Love that. Oh, this is out. It's a lot easier to see with this radiator out on the ground now, but you can see this whole corner here is pushed that way, and it's like twisted the whole radiator. Before we try and pull this rail out anymore, I want to get this fender off and work out what's going on behind all this weird putty stuff here, because I don't know if it's my eyes playing with me or not, but if I look at the struts from this angle, it almost looks like the one on this side's a little in compared to the other. And I just want to make sure there's not like a big kink that they hammered out or something here and then puttied over, because if that's the case, then this is way worse than we thought. But yeah, I just want to get this fender off to look under there and work out what on earth is going on. So this doesn't look great. There's putty all the way around here, all in this section. This looks mangled here. Oh, what the hell is going on in there? Let me get the flashlight. I also just realized the things that I thought I was taking out that were 10 mils were not 10 mils, they were self-tappers. Oh yeah. Oh, what the actual hell? They hit it with a torch and cut it to pull it out, and then tried to just, oh my God. What the actual hell? I have no words to describe this. Look at that, guys. Absolutely no words. No words. That's not rust repair, that's them torching it, cutting it to pull it out and pull it back and then try to just patch it up. And they just put another self-tapper in there. That is wild. Oh man, that's so devastating. This might be hard to see as well, but you can actually see like stress fractures in the OEM bed liner. You can see stress fractures in all the lines there where it's moved and shifted. Our newfound damage has definitely changed our motivation. I think Enzo is obviously upset about it the most. But we're just gonna try and put this radiator in there so that it's got fluids and we can kind of drive it around and, you know, transport it, move it, take it on and off trucks and stuff while he figures out what to do. But most likely we're just gonna try and get this somewhat back together, and he'll probably just try to get rid of it at a loss. It really sucks, and I completely understand the situation because I myself have had this happen where you just get so excited about getting a cool car or your dream car and you just are not in the right mindset to check over the car and look at every little thing that just stands out. You know, they did a pretty good job at just making this look like, you know, it was just a little localized bit of damage, needed new headlights and stuff like that to run. But, you know, once you start looking at it closely, jack the car up, take a fender off, you start to find all the things that just didn't add up. But it's sad, but at the same time, it is what it is, so we've got to make the best of it. So we'll put this back together best we can so it can move around, get transported, and it'll probably just get relisted up on Yahoo Auctions, and that'll be the end of it. It's sad, but yeah. I think this radiator is only really going in here with like maybe one bolt just loosely sitting in there. It's so twisted and mangled up. Like looking at this now, I can see that this bar has actually lifted up here compared to the other side. It's so twisted. Like I know this is repairable, get a front new clip, get all of this new from Mazda here, all the way up until here, replace this whole side. But at that point, like, plus new paint and everything to make this thing look good, minimum, I would say like 10 grand. Like, and that's still kind of expensive to get all that work done because this is a motor out job. And Enzo, he's a university student living abroad in Japan and probably eating ramen every night. Am I right? Am I spot on?
True.
Yeah. So like, I'm sorry, dude. This sucks. It moved. I need a bigger hammer for this stuff. Oh yeah, that moved a lot better. Needs to move a little bit more though. Oh yeah, yep, that did it. Now we can somewhat get that in. Actually need to bang it back down a bit. I'm a big firm believer of learning from your mistakes, and if there's anything I'm gonna take away from this and look on the bright side is, Enzo, I don't think you're ever gonna make this mistake again. Especially in your carpentry. Bright side. The next one's gonna be better. Oh yeah, that goes in there a lot better now. Yep, she's in there. Look at this, now that we have a straight radiator, you can really tell. It's butted up against here. Look at all the space on this side. Oh my God. It's so obvious. This is like so twisted and it's pulled up, like it is in every direction. This is definitely a zip tie job now, but at least it's in here. So you can kind of get it somewhat okay. If you're just tuning in now, the lesson of today is don't buy cars on Yahoo Auctions. If they're cheap there, it's because of a reason. This reason. What's under here? It's all good. All we can do in these situations is laugh about it. You saved someone else. You saved, just look at it that way, Enzo. Enzo the Superman. He just saved some other little boy from getting his heart crushed. I almost want to make a shirt about it. Friends don't let friends buy cars on Yahoo Auctions. Or friends don't let friends buy cars on Yahoo Auctions unless they inspect it with that friend.
I'd buy that.
Huh?
I'd buy that.
You'd buy that? That's a long freaking text shirt. Put it in like Arial black or something. It's on a blank shirt. One zip tie is good enough, right? I think that's all she's gonna get. God damn. This car deserves no love. I don't know why I'm working on it. It's because I love Enzo, that's why. Be honest, Enzo, you just bought this because you're hoping I'm dumb enough to buy it off you. He knows I got a soft spot for cars like that.
Well, are you?
No, I'm not. I want my first rotary to be a good experience and not swearing over damage and things like that. And, you know what I mean? I want to get in there and enjoy it from the get-go. I don't want to have to fix it first. I'm sick of that. Done a lot of that. I want to drive. Yeah, let's not talk about the 32 out the front. That one's going to be relatively easy because all the bodywork's kind of done on that now, but this, front needs to be done. Front needs to be done. That needs 2 weeks and then we're good. But we're working on it, we're working on it. I'd just like to note that your boy's already a certified Mazda Master FD technician. This is Sheila. So we've discovered an issue. Because the radiator isn't twisted and jammed in between these two rails now, we have a little bit of an issue where the battery tray is going to hit the fan. That's not good. So there's 2 ways I can fix this. I can get my angle grinder out and just cut some off the fan blades, or I could just cut this corner off of the battery tray. Just chop off that whole corner. It'll look great. Look at this. This whole side got eaten by the AC compressor pulley, so it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Look at that precision cut.
Oh, she's mint.
Yeah, I might clean this side up too. I'm scared this is gonna hit the pulley more. I think we're clearance now, buddy. Now we just hope the battery's good. We got a small silver one we can throw in the worst case. Should be great. Bolt her in, call her a day. If I was to actually bolt that in there, look at the difference. But that's how much this rail is lifted up here. Like you gotta bend that down like that. That's so wild. Made myself a spacer with some of the broken AC line. Let me just cut that and wait, this side. Boom. All right. Nice. I think it will. Oh yeah, plenty of space. I think that's why, like, this already has a Sylvia battery in this, it looks like. And they did a really sketchy kind of like extension of the stock harness here to make it work. So I think we're good. It's gonna clear the fan. We just need to ratchet strap that in or something. I'll figure something out. There we go. Tighten everything up, fill her up with fluids, bleed it, and at least then it can be kind of transported and putted around. Who knows, Enzo? Maybe you'll get lucky with Dogecoin or something, and then you'll have all the money to get this fixed properly.
There's no plug.
God damn it! Where's the plug from yours? Like, it's one thing to sell a factory radiator, but to take the watercock out of it, like, you ain't selling this for anything. Starts and runs so good. somewhere else.
Sounds so good.
Do these have a blow-off valve stock?
I don't.
They're
Not
turbo,
sure.
right?
Yeah, they are twin turbo. Yeah.
Shot a flame?
I think so.
Smoke, right?
Just smoke, yeah.
It's ridiculous how cool this is. We've somewhat finished with this for today, I think. We just got to put this fender back on because I don't want to see any of that. But the fans weren't working at all. It's either like a bad coolant sensor or we were looking at all the fan relays here and the signal wire to them awfully looks very similar to this broken wire from the harness here. So I wired in a temporary bypass switch where we just, have a wire soldered on, spliced into that relay, the main relay for the fastest speed. And I just ran the wire all the way here to a nice little switch here so that you can turn the fans on and off with this little guy. Just temporary for now. Temporary, okay, Enzo? Temporary. This is not my usual wiring work, okay? I'm sure that's actually quite nicer than some of the rest of the wiring in this car. So, just run it under the floor mats. She'll be right. Wait, is that his speaker? Shut up. Okay, yeah. Anyways, so we're kind of done with this, I think, for now, for today. I'm starving, so I'm gonna go to the Family Mart and we're gonna get some spicy chicken because we deserve some after this. I'm so depressed about this whole situation, but it is repairable. I just don't, yeah, it's sad. Convenience store run is complete. Got myself a ham and cheese toasty and my new favorite thing, which is habanero crispy chicken. Look how red that is. It's amazing. It's just like, I don't know, chicken tendy kind of thing, but spicy, habanero. So good. And I'm also trying out this new Chinese onigiri thing with spicy pork. I take a little fammy chicky break and Enzo's already got this bumper back on. It looks like a real FD again. Ready for USS Tokyo, 4.5 grade, never crashed. Oh gosh. To be fair though, we are probably gonna just end up throwing this in the auctions or something. I think that's the easiest way that Enzo can kind of make back some of his money so that he can actually get a car that's, road legal and good to go. So yeah, anyways, we're pretty much done with this thing today now. I think we're just gonna bolt on a few of the parts we took off from the AC and stuff so we can put all that back in there, but the car's running, it's somewhat driving, and yeah, it's better than it was when it came here. That's the way where I'm looking at it, right? We fixed it, ish. It's better than it was, that's all that matters. At the end of the day, there she is. First time working on an FD, not gonna be my last, just hopefully not this one again. Hopefully a better one. Getting so big. One of the many benefits of being able to work for yourself is we've pretty much got a nice little nursery set up there in May's Corner, and Yuko just kind of chills and hangs out with us when he's done with kindergarten. At the moment we're kind of trialing one and he seems to be loving it. But that aside, thank you so much for watching today's video, guys. It really does suck what happened to Enzo, but at the end of the day, we've been able to help him out and somewhat get the car a little bit in a better condition than it was. And it'll probably go to the auctions or it'll get relisted on Yahoo, and we'll disclose everything that we can about the car that we've known and we learned about. At the end of the day, the drivetrain in there is almost worth what Enzo paid for the car, but he's obviously a little deep in with all the parts and obviously transporting the car initially here and all that type of stuff. So hopefully he gets something back. May not get all of it, but it'd be really interesting if it did sell for a little bit more than what he paid at the auctions or something like that. USS Tokyo is a little weird sometimes, so I don't know, we'll see. But it is what it is at the end of the day, so please take this as a lesson. I know you've all probably made a similar mistake with something at some point in your life, but when you get really excited about something you've always wanted, just take a deep breath, calm down, and go through a checklist and go over everything with a fine-tooth comb. the last thing you want is a bad taste left in your mouth over something that you've dreamed of owning your entire life. But that aside, we're gonna make sure Enzo gets another one at some point, and it'll be the dream FD car. Thanks for watching, guys. Smash that like button, write us a comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace. I'd just like to note that your boy's already a certified Mazda Master FD technician.